Hello, baseball fans. Hope everybody's doing awesome out there. Their new year's off to a great start. I know I sound like a broken record, but if you haven't hit subscribe, please do so. Crucial as a new YouTuber like me, and grateful for everybody who does. So, I thought we could talk about a free agent this season who's like a fine bottle of wine, and that's no other than Mr. Nelson Cruz. Now, a little bit about Cruz, if you don't know, he's going to be an impressive 40 years old going into the next season. That's why I compared him to wine. He just seems to do better with age. And his numbers have been impressive for somebody who's creeping up to 40 years old. If you look at his numbers in 2020, he had an impressive 303, 16 home runs, and a 1.8 WAR. But 2019 are the numbers to get excited about. That's when he had an average of 311, 41 home runs, and a 4.4 WAR. 2018, his average was down a little bit at 256, but still had that power with 37 dingers and a 2.9 WAR. So this is somebody who could add a bat to your bullpen and a lot of power. The only issue with him is he doesn't play the field. So he's going to be a DH, and if there's no DH in the National League, that pretty much eliminates half of the teams that could be interested in him in this offseason. And that's going to be the issue with Cruz in getting this deal done. He really feels with those numbers that we just said that he wants a 2-year deal. On top of that, he is just an outstanding guy. He's played for 5 different teams over his 15 plus seasons in the Major League Baseball, and each one of his teammates and teams have said he's exceptional there. So you're paying a little bit for that veteran presence. So it'll be interesting to see if any of the teams do ante up and give that 2 years that he wants, or if he ends up in a bit of a stalemate, kind of what's going to happen with Justin Turner. However, that being said, let's look at the teams that could be in on Cruz this offseason. We have Oakland, and why do I say Oakland Athletics? Well, they're always good for a deal, and they always do something unique. So maybe they offer the 2 years to Cruz, 2 years, $24 million, get that deal done, and he's off to Oakland. However, the only way that deal would happen is if Oakland does make the trade and does deal Chris Davis in his $17 million. Additionally, you could have the Red Sox who could offer him a 2-year deal. Why? Well, the Red Sox are in a little bit of rebuild mode. Maybe $12 million isn't that expensive to them, and they have a solid bat in their lineup for the next 2 years. Finally, you have the Minnesota Twins, who I think you'll probably end up back. It's going to be a matter of how much money and where it's going to get done, but I could see him in a Twins lineup again for next season. And how much is it going to cost the Minnesota Twins to get Nelson Cruz there? Well, it's going to be that battle for the 2-year deal. But I could see them doing something unique and offering them a 1-year deal with a 1-year club option with a little bit higher value on that 1-year deal. And what I mean is 1 year for $15 million plus a $10 million club option for the second year or a $2 million buyout. That means that the Twins could be paying Cruz up to $17 million to suit up for next season, but that might not be so bad. As I said, for his 2021 numbers, looks like he's going to bat around 260, 30 home runs, and a 2.5 WAR. So that's a decent projection and some nice value to get into your lineup. But hey, let me know if you think I'm wrong. Let me know if you think there's some other teams that could swoop in and get Cruz. Maybe the Yankees do something crazy that I'm not knowing about. Maybe it's the Blue Jays. I really hope. But comment below. Let me know where you think you'll end up, how much money you think he's going to get, and if he is going to get that 2-year deal. More importantly, I hope everybody stays safe. Hit subscribe if you haven't, and we'll talk soon. Take care.